Hello everyone, it's been a while, hasn't it? I mean, come on, Mania came out in what? August? And by the time I'm filming this, it's November? For those of you who haven't read the title, we are going to be reviewing Sonic Mania, which came out almost half a year ago. Oh! But enough rambling, let's get right into it.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Sonic Mania takes place after Sonic 3 and Knuckles, although in an alternate dimension, which I'll get into later. While getting some well-deserved rest and relaxation after the events of Sonic and Knuckles, Tails gets a strange energy reading at the coast of Angel Island. Sonic and Tails go and check it out, but in fact, they are too slow. And Eggman, Scoons get there first. However, before they can do anything, Sonic, Tails, and poor Knuckles off in the distance are thrusted into Green Hill Zone. When I first saw this, I had a roller coaster of emotions. I mean, so I was so excited to play on Angel Island, and then whoosh! Back to Green Hill Zone for you. Now, I know everyone's sick of Green Hill. Me personally, I'm on the Green Hill Defense Squad. Yeah, I'll try saying that 5 times fast. However, I think most people can agree that this indeed is the best incarnation of Green Hill in the history of mankind. I mean, come on, Act 1 starts out normal and then wham, differences. But we're not done here, this is just a small wham compared to Act 2. Before we go there, let's take a minute to talk about the beautifully redone aesthetics. Everything is so crisp, beautiful, and runs at 60 frames per second, it's just perfect. Not only that, but you can see where all 3 acts interconnect of Green Hill Zone within the zone. It's pretty genius, actually. Anyway, in Act 2, everything is new and different. That goes for every stage too, not just Green Hill Zone. But in Green Hill Zone, for instance, there's an underground cavern with a gorgeous new background. And that's not the only difference. There are plenty. However, the biggest one is definitely the music. Act 1 is a rendition faithful to the original song, but however, Act 2 is different enough that it brings a tear to your eye when you hear it, but not different to where you don't recognize it. And not only that, holy shit, is that the Death Egg robot? What are you doing in Green Hill Zone? This is the first zone of the game. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, that wasn't too hard. Next up is chemical plants, and oh boy, it's back from Generations. I mean, I'm not angry, I just would have preferred something different, especially since it's also coming back in Forces.
Now wait just a minute. Who the hell are you? I'm the Opinionator, and I'm here to make sure you don't offend anyone with your filthy opinions. So why are you showing up so late? Yeah, I got stuck in traffic. Okay.
So anyway, the hard-boiled heavies, probably should have talked about them sooner, deliver the Phantom Ruby to Eggman, and he whisks us away to Chemical Plant. Act 1 is all fine and dandy, but what we're all here for is Act 2. All the gimmicks are shown off to the beginning of the act. You have these chemical blobs which you can inject stuff into to make them bouncy, which is very brilliant and used very brilliantly as well. I remember during one part of the stage, you make your way all the way down to this blob thing, and it bounces you past the path you just used to get down there onto a new path. It's brilliant. The second gimmick is what looks to be a purple bubble shield. but when you touch it, whoosh, GNA strand. Honestly, when I first saw this, my mind was blown. I was like, whoa. Finally, we have these jump pads, which are used to either move you vertical or horizontally while still keeping a certain sense of speed. Overall, the zone was pretty amazing, especially the boss, which is a mean bean machine battle with Eggman. Hey, what you making?
Oh, just making some beans.
Well, those beans smell really mean. Next up is Studiopolis, one of the 4 original zones. It's a bit disappointing that there are only 4 original zones. Anyway, Studiopolis is an amazing zone. Overall, you're going to hear me say that a lot because that's what this game is. Amazing. Act 1 is set outside the studio. It's wide open, has too many unique things to list, and it's honestly a shame that all the levels, as I said before, all the levels aren't new. At the end of the act, you run into the boss with a brilliant transition. Originally, I wasn't sold on the hard build heavies, but as soon as I saw this, I was hooked. And oh god, Act 2. As soon as you start, you are greeted with a beautifully done Egg TV animation. I mean, just look at that. I think I should change my pants now just looking at it. Act 2 is inside the studio, with the windows in the background showing the outside, and the zone is littered with references to Sonic and Sega history. However, and I better say this quick before his beans are done, while the boss is creative, it's way too easy. And that goes for all the bosses, really, and that's my only true gripe with the game. Oh boy! And next up is one of my personal favorites of all time, Flying Battery Zone. Now to keep this review within a decent amount of time and not to repeat myself, I'm going to keep it brief. Flying Battery is designed very well and uses gimmicks that were underused, like these pole thingies. Act 2 introduces some things from Wing Fortress Zone, such as the pushing wind, air turbines, and these bomb things, while also adding new things such as these doors and more hidden goodies. Press Garden Zone is next on our list. I personally didn't enjoy Act 1, but I do enjoy Act 2, but it's noteworthy to say the least. It's pretty much the opposite of Studiopolis. Act 1 is inside the propaganda factory, while Act 2 is out. Act 1 isn't my cup of tea, so I'll just skip on to Act 2. Act 2 is essentially this game's snow level. I just love it so much. The ice gimmick coming back from Sonic 3D is just genius, and the background is just so gorgeous. And those rose petals, just brilliant. Just, they look so good. Oh, and just that music at the top of the loft, Egg Shinobi boss fight. Enough said. Stardust Speedway. This and Palm Tree Panic are two of my favorite zones in CD. Act 1 takes place in the past, while Act 2 in the good future. The transition between the two honestly caught me off guard, although I would have wished that in Act 1 there was a hidden robot generator which dictated whether you went to the good or bad future. Did you hear that? No? Oh, okay, let's just keep going. Now this zone has one of my favorite boss fights in the game. Fight with Metal Sonic. It consists of you running up the spire while dodging Metal Sonic and destroying mini Silver Sonics. It's just it's absolutely priceless. It's, you gotta play it. Alrighty, next up is... My god. It can't be. Hydra City Zone.
That's right, I'm saying Hydra City how it's spelled.
My favorite zone of all time is back in Mania. You and I both know if it wasn't for T-Lop's musical genius, they would have neglected this level like all the others in Sonic 3. I have to say that I'm a bit disappointed all he did was remake the song in Act 2 instead of remixing it, but it's still superior to Sonic 3, so who am I to say? Next up, man, I sure do love saying that phrase, is Mirage Saloon Zone Act 1, which is basically just a sky chase zone. Although, don't you try to drop dash or you'll just whiz right off the plane. Wait, what is that? What do you mean someone already made this joke? At the beginning of the stage, Knuckles gets knocked off the tornado by the Heavy Magician and gets his own Act 1 with sick new music. Act 2 takes place on the ground, in a western themed zone. There are guns that can shoot you to new heights, seltzer water bottles that you can run on, and this creepy painting that... Is it looking at me? No, it's just my imagination. The boss of the zone is none other than the Heavy Magician who turns into Fang Bean and Bart! What? Well, I mean, it's not actually them, but, you know, it's nice that they are getting some love.
Okay, what is next? What is the next obstacle I'll have to overcome? Oil Ocean? Oh, I hated this zone of Sonic 2. There's just so much automation, frequent stops, cheap enemy placements, cheap deaths. Yeah, Mania fixes all that. Now, I know it's hard to believe, but Oil Ocean in Sonic Mania is fun.
I still cannot believe that I actually enjoy this zone. It shows how much the developers actually care about their products. And Act 2, it has a Sandopolis mechanic. And it's actually not too bad. It's basically just Supersonic without the super part. It's good, it's all fine. But do you see this guy? Yeah, this boss sucks ass.
Hey, you know you're terrible at your job. What? Come to think of it, did you even ask me if you could make those beans? I mean, it's my house too. What? No, it's not. Who said you could live here? Me. Well, you are me.
I suppose now is as good a time as any to mention that the zones have transitions between them. However, not all of them for some reason. I mean, all of a sudden you just teleport to Lava Reef, and how'd you get there? Doesn't seem to matter, just go. Lava Reef is another one of my favorite zones. In this zone, the level designers really had a field day with creativity, because that's a thing. There are parts where you could run into the background, jump over a part of the level you just ran on, etc. In Act 2, background guitar, just absolute gold. Here as Sonic and Tails, you fight the Heavy Rider. He's easy. However, Knuckles has his own unique boss fight where he fights the Heavy King supercharged by the Master Emerald, surrounded by crack super emeralds. I guess the Hyper Emeralds exist in Whitehead's dimension. Next is... oh my god, why? Why Metallic Madness? Mania's Metallic Madness, alliteration, is good because, like with Oil Ocean, it removed the parts of the zone that artificially made it harder or annoying. The zone is big and open, but you never feel lost, not only because everything is new, but it removes the traps in Sonic CD that make you redo previous parts of sections. Not only that, you can now travel into the background like Donkey Kong level in Smash 4 and just listen to that gorgeous saxophone. And finally, we have come to Titanic Monarch, the final zone in the game. The whole zone takes place inside of this giant version of the Heavy King. Yeah, I don't get it either. Although the atmosphere is pretty awesome. While you climb through, you can see Metallic Madness in the background. Once you finally get to Eggman, he isn't playing around. He wants you dead. Once you defeat him, the whole place is engulfed in flames, and Sonic and Tails catch a ride with Knuckles to safety. Unless you have all the Chaos Emeralds. Hidden among all the levels are these special rings. Entering them brings you to a special stage which gives you a chance to get one of 7 Chaos Emeralds. Special stage is a mixture between the special stages from Sonic CD, Sonic 3, and just the Sonic World section in Sonic Jam. Your goal is to catch a UFO holding the Chaos Emerald while dodging obstacles, collecting rings to keep your time up, and collecting blue spheres to speed up. Speaking of blue spheres, yeah, I like that transition. All 32 levels from Sonic 3 and Knuckles Return. Getting a perfect gives you a gold medallion. Completing it gives you a silver medallion. Getting these unlock in-game rewards in the extras tab, such as the ability to play more blue spheres, DA Garden to play the OST, Puyo Puyo, just Puyo Puyo. You can play that with a computer or with a buddy, as well as in-game the Super Peel Out, Insta Shield, and Debug mode, which can be used in no save mode. So anyway, after unlocking Supersonic and beating the final boss, the Chaos Emeralds collide with the Phantom Ruby, opening a portal to a pocket dimension, I'm assuming, that is full of the Ruby ore.
Yeah, I hope Knuckles is still there for poor Tails.
Using the Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic defeats the Heavy King and Dr. Eggman. However, the Chaos Emeralds once again collide with the Phantom Ruby, sending Sonic through a portal. And that's it. That's the end of the game. I mean, I should mention that all characters can go super as well. Each of them have sort of their own unique ending. I mean, it's just the ending cutscene played with a different character in the foreground. Anyway, Sonic Mania is a great game, and probably my new favorite game of all time. This game is fun, worth your time, and worth your money. Personally, I would have been willing to pay more, but, you know, that doesn't matter, because I bought 3 copies of this game. I love it too much. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this new style or contents? Let me know down below. Hey guys, and welcome to, let's just call it End Slate for now. But, here we are, end video. Yes, this is completely unscripted by the way, but this video took ages to get out. It's been like a half a year now. Mania came out in August, and it's like whatever day this video was uploaded. But yeah, it took a long time to get out. Trying a new style of content, took my time editing, and I know it's not perfect, but I'm decently proud of what I produced. Anyways guys, I have some unused audio clips for you. I was planning to use them, and I still am, but I don't know where to put them in the video, so I'll put these here. Just enjoy them, I guess. I've neglected to talk about T-Lopes, which is just a crime. I mean, I followed T-Lopes for a good 2 years prior to Mania's announcement, so when he was announced to be the music composer, I just flipped my shit, okay? But don't take my word for it. Here is another person, friend of mine, who has played Mania as well. Take it away, Harrison.
In my opinion, this game is really, really good. With its sprites, the animation, the level design, the music by T-Lopes, just everything is just, it's so good. Play it, get it now. I'm telling you, you'll be so happy with yourself. Anyways, that's my opinion on the game, and back to you, Be the Golden Ninja.